that?
How far?
That depends on how well you are. So that's
For
relative.
me.
Well, so that's the thing.
Over
Like
that hill?
relative to the like, the goal. I'll just say like, most says that should go this far. Well, it should have said if you do A, B, and C, right? But you stuff should probably go maybe
Yeah.
over the hill. But the bigger reason for officers having not doing that is the wedge. Like if you take the ball and hit your goal,
That one?
that's what a wedge is for. So like what would you do if this was all grass and you had to hit a goal?
You want me to actually try that?
Well,
Or is
you,
that too
you can
far?
go straight, kind of the same exact distance. How much is this? How much is this? Go go something like that. Get closer to the ball. Closer to the goal. Closer to the ball. Keep going.
You
Putting.
think I'm gonna like
So there's some putting. So get behind it here. This is what I do.
that's how you put them on the screen?
Well, that's a way, right?
You're like not that, but
Well, I mean, the goal is again, you should be 70 to 80% of the time, like all your weight back there. The hands over to be a little bit. There we go. Now just behind it.
like further.
That was pretty good.
Oh, so that was better.
That was really good.
Okay. I like the arm movement.
Mm-hmm. Keep working the other leg forward. Come forward a little bit. Putting. One, two. Behind the goal. Javelin. And you're not trying to almost hit the ball there. You just let the weight of something go right back there.
Okay, so don't let the ball get in the way of the screen.
No, let the ball get in the way, right? Stop trying to hit it.
Stop trying to hit the ball. Let
Let
the
the
ball
ball
go.
get
Okay.
exactly.
All right. Now that's good. Then I'm ready to hit.
Yeah. Good. Then can you go like a little further, right? Pick a spot, a yard, 3, 5 yards ahead of it. Can you hit that land on spot?
My goal here is to try to get it on the green.
Well, your goal is to be able to hit spot, pick a spot, and hit a
Pick a
spot,
spot.
right?
Okay.
Yes.
That was the distance I wanted. It was the
See,
ball to the right, just not the spot that I wanted.
that's okay.
Okay.
It's not going to be perfect. The distance is the number one thing, and then we get the direction dialed in a little bit. That was pretty good.
So it's a very uncomfortable stance for me
Hmm.
to actually.
Chipping's very uncomfortable for most people to learn.
So I like my arms also follow the legs. You said right.
Just a little bit. That's perfect right there.
Oh
Right.
man,
So that was you
I
just
started swinging. Okay.
right.
Okay. So really, like putter arms.
Well, yeah. The bigger you get, the more it's going to be body turn through. But again, you're kind of just doing your shoulders are bringing the club back, and then we're turning with the body through with the wedge. Right. So we're not just that. For maybe that size swing, it'll feel like that, but it's a little bit different. So scoot this way a little bit. Put that ball more towards the back of your stance. There you go. Now try it. A little fast, right?
Okay.
1, 2, not 1, 2, 1, 2. Tempo's everything. Okay, now when you finish, it's not finishing like this.
Where do I? How do I finish this? Just
It's
like
a baby swing, right? You wouldn't turn forward without that foot coming a little bit, right?
okay.
Yep. Good. Smooth shoulder turn, smooth hip turn. Freeze off that back foot. Lift up your right heel.
Oh, I still
There.
got to do the body
Just
turn.
a little bit. I still want your foot down. I just want it to come up a little bit to
Okay. So
emphasize
like.
you're on the left side because this will be like you'll start bad habits on bad days just hang back there. Most players do. Good, off that right foot. Lift up your right heel, right? See all that weight go to the left? That was a very weird swing. You like picked it up and the club was like dangling out here and you dropped it in.
Okay.
So it's so
Okay.
let me show you. It's interesting, right? So you kind of did
Like,
this.
like a putt swing.
You did this, you wouldn't hear, and you went
Yeah.
right versus here to there, right? So the wrists don't really do much. They kind of get here, they set, and you just turn. You look more like this.
Okay, can you show me the right way again?
So over here. So feet close together, weight forward, ball slightly forward, and it's just 1, 2, right? All I'm trying to do, shoulder turn, hip turn, right? Not squeezing the club. I'm not trying to hit the ball by throwing the club at it, right? I'm literally going shoulder turn, body turn, hold. So this literally looks like it does nothing. It's just connected to me versus, which a lot of
I
people
always
do.
think of chipping as like trying to get it out of the ground.
Well, that's what you're doing, but you don't have to help it, right? If you help it, you're trying to lift it. If you try to lift it, most likely the ball is going to go rolling. Right foot, right foot, right foot. Yep. So see where your weight goes instantly? It needs to be over there, otherwise you're going to hit it thick all the time. Better. A little fast down. It's got to be smoother in tempo.
I like it.
Yep. 1/1002 or tick tock. Better. Right foot. Yep. So you're not letting your hips turn through it enough. You're using all arms still, right? I want you to feel like the hips kind of start your downswing. Not fast, just smooth. Better motion, a little too big, but great swing. The body moves much better. See how it popped easier off the face of that club? Mm-hmm. Let the body do the work. Well, again, it's hard to do it. You're learning it on a very finessey type flow. Better. A little chubby, but good motion.
You're all going the same weight.
Well, that's good. That's number one thing I want to make to happen. Direction's good. Distance is good. Better. So we got right. It's okay.
Hit the back.
Well, you're bringing your club out here and you're dropping it in here too much.
I'm
Go
still
ahead.
doing that.
It's what you do in your swing, but like I don't really care about that. But when you're chipping, it's not going to help a lot. Right. So go here. You need to bring it more back and straight. So you got to keep your weight over there. Don't fall back. So the first thing you did was move back with it, right?
Wait, here.
Keep your weight over here. Don't let it come off that foot. Here to there. Yep. Shoulder turn, hip turn, hip, hip, hip. That way. So watch. Shoulders. Now watch from here. I'm just using my hips to bring the arms through. Right. I'm not letting the arm just go through because I want the club to pass. Right. I'm using my body to drag my arms through.
Are my hips moving back when I
No,
go here?
not at all. They don't move an
So my
inch.
hips stay here, my arms go here.
Now hips
And
turn.
then
Yes, better. Yes,
okay.
yes.
Oh God, that is uncomfortable.
Well, Well, golf's not comfortable learning it.
I think when you do it like once on the course, like or 18 times, it's not bad. When you have to do it like 50 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shoulders, hips, big swing. Your club went all the way up to here,
Okay. So like
from here, right? Grip to hip, grip to hip. Yep. Good. Better. Very good.
a lot of movements. All right. Okay.
Yep. That's why when people go, how much? Like I said, it could take anywhere from 5 to 25 hours for people to learn how to do things fundamentally, understand it. There you go.
I like how much straighter chipping is.
Well, this is like one of the most important things to learn how to do because if you can learn how to do this, it's you only have to learn this part and this part, or literally learn how to get that back into that same spot. You know.
Yeah, makes putting a lot easier too if you're a better chipper, right?
Well, makes I think if you're good at tempo putting, you should be good at tempo chipping, right? I think chipping makes you a better ball striker all in all. If you're good at chipping, you should be able to be a good ball striker. Better. Right? At the end of the day, I'm not caring about the most perfect form. I'm just trying to get you the confidence to be able to pick up a wedge
Yeah.
and be like, hey, dude, you're the first dummy of the group, you know.
And not
Can't
try to drive it or
well,
whatever.
and not have to putt it from 10 yards off the green, right? I would hate for you to spend that much time working on your game and that's what your result is, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather see you be able to pick it up, get it in the air, and miss a little bit, and at least because you might never know, you could be again. If we can get you good at putting and chipping,
Yeah.
you're gonna really help them out to allow them to go for it. Because again, you're not gonna be driving the ball 280 like the guys are bringing, I'm sure.
The real goal is to get invited to another tournament.
Oh, that's gonna happen. I'm sure of it. Just be the fun person out there. There you go. Yes, much better. Now, same thing. Let's go 5 yards further. So it's gonna be more kind of rib cage.
The end of that standing space.
Let's go to the end of it, right? And that's gonna feel rib cage to rib cage. What's going on? How you doing? Living the dream. Beautiful Huntington Beach day weather out here.
Chipping today.
Chipping, we're gonna do a little more, but like I'm getting you the basics for chipping.
Oh, I left the door unlocked. Oh, I definitely left it unlocked. I even like double checked. What button did I press? No, maybe I pressed it. My son tried out for the golf team yesterday, or the last few
How'd it
days.
go?
It was a great overall
Well, he
experience.
got invited back the second day because some players didn't.
Yes, I did for that. Just surprising. I checked my email all night. Like, they forgot to send it to me. He didn't make it ultimately. He got a text late last night, like at 11 o'clock. But I was like, I guess it's better, sooner rather than later. But he had just a great attitude the whole time. He was smiling the whole time on the putting green yesterday. Anyway, he borrowed his putt. That's why they're
I'll
like,
have to see if Dane made it.
I was so proud of him though.
That's good. I
He
mean,
was
it's,
like,
they didn't have, how many openings did they have this year?
he was like, work with you for.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, like meet in person. I was like, I was like, I think you like him, but like, I want you to.
Absolutely.
And all that. Because his grandpa was like, just because you don't make the team doesn't mean you stop playing golf. So
Oh,
he
100%.
was like, okay. So he wants to.
There you go.
Not quite at the end, but it rolled there.
No, but again, so just make a little bigger backswing and a little bigger follow through.
I get what you're saying. It's like cutting because you have to kind of strike that pendulum forward.
100%. And that's what most people suck at in golf when they're just trying to learn. They could only just do a full swing.
And with regular irons like 7 and smaller and a driver, you're always doing a full swing, right?
Never, no.
You have to edit on
The full swing, I would say, in my way that I play golf, I only use a full swing on a tee box majority of the time. That's it. I mean, if I'm trying to approach a green, I'm not trying to be like, oh, sweet, I can hit my club this far because I can't hit it accurate. But if I choke up and swing smoother and like do a chip with it, like, okay, I can hit if I'm hitting an 85-yard shot, I can full swing a 62 if I want, or a 58, and then or I can just bunt a 54 degree. Like, so kind of what we're doing. So I take a bigger club, just make a smaller swing, I can get it to go closer to the flagstick. But if I'm sitting there trying to get it, most likely it's going to go higher in the air, the wind's going to control, you have more dispersion rate. So yes and no. Right now at your level, you're just trying to figure out a yardage that you can get. But again, when you get a pitching wedge in your hand, and it's like you have something in between, eventually you have to get a different club or learn how what rib cage to rib cage does a pitching wedge versus a sand wedge. Good. A little more body turn in the backswing now. So once you get past here, you can start using the hips more.
Okay.
Right? Because again,
Now I
well, again, if we go this far, it's not going far enough. We need more backswing and then turn through it.
When you say hip, is that where my hands hit my hips?
It doesn't hit your hips. So like if you're looking at it from this point of view, grip the hip, grip the hip.
Okay.
Right? So if I'm going to go rib cage to rib cage, it's got to have more body motion.
Got it. So like up here.
Mm-hmm. No, try it again.
Next on the first tee is Andrew with Hampton. Second up is Crawford with Sabbath with Stock. Third up is Covington.
Just give me a bigger backswing now. Even bigger. Right? You're going to have to feel probably. Go ahead and set up for me.
Oh, up
Here,
to there?
right?
Okay.
There, because this will be a full swing, right?
Okay.
So that's more grip to rib cage. And then you're going to
Almost
swing
like
through.
baseball.
That's the same thing. It's going to be over here off that back foot. Turn that hip through and shoot. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Good. There. For a wedge shot. Try it again. Now again, practice swing. It's not about how many. It's about quantity over quality over quantity. So kind of feel that position we just got to, and turn through. Better. Find your sweep. Don't rush it. Good. Get a little. Yeah. I'll get closer to it. There you go. Not that much. A little bit. Good. Feel more of a shoulder turn to the back. Now big hip turn. There you go. That looks a million times better. Yes. See how it just pops off differently? You don't need to stand. You don't need to stand that far away with the wedge.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm like really close to this thing, but it's fine.
It's again for me, my feeling when I'm wedging, like my grip feels like it's almost over the balls of my feet versus the toes. Yep. Little thin, but it'll work. Got the distance you
I
wanted,
know the distance is there.
right? So now it's okay. We hit it.
When I get to that spot, it's like not.
So now, okay, why is it okay? So 100%, this will start happening. Go ahead and set up. Yep. Now I want you to pick up the whole show, like pick the club up and just move your whole body as one unit to the left. Kind of sort of closer, right? Like this. So here, and then we're just going to open to the left.
Oh, okay.
All right? Yep. And then club's going to be a little more square now. There you go. Now try it. Perfect. Good. Make sure your body's open to the target line a little bit. So pick up the whole show. No, don't separate. That's another cardinal sin of golf, right? So you're all squared up, and you said, okay, I'm going to do this now. Everything's now not square anymore. You have to pick the whole show up and then move it, right? Feet included, because you don't want your arms to start separating from your setup. Makes sense? So you want to set up again? Okay, now pick everything up and line your body. There you go. Now what we're going to do is point the club straighter. Now try it.
Okay, what did that do? How did that do that? Is it? Why are my toes pointing a different way, helping?
Because when it comes to a wedge shot, we're not trying to bring it straight back in to out. We're just honestly kind of opening the body so we can push the arms out and across more and let the club stay open and let the loft do the work, right?
So it'll go straight even though my body seems crooked.
Well, again, your body's open and your club face is pointing a little bit
Right.
open, and it will straighten it out. It'll counteract each other.
Okay.
And what it's going to do is create more spin. So the
Should I
ball's going to go.
always do that though?
Depending on yes and no. Again, depends on the shot you're trying to do. If I'm trying to do a bump and run, it's not exactly the best way to do it, but you can do it that way. The more the club face is open, the more the body line's open. We typically like to create more spin and it goes up and sits more, or has just more backspin on it. Okay, so what I would do is for these short shots, yeah, you could work on it. The reason why you really want to do that is because let's say you have grass, you have the club perfectly square, you start digging. If you slightly open the club face, now it brings the bottom of the club, which is called bounce involved, and it slides better on the grass. So it's easier to hit. So you kind of teach people basic chipping like this. This is pretty as basic as it gets. Then what we're gonna do is open our body line, and then okay, my club's kind of shut, so I'm gonna let the club. I'm gonna open my hands, let the club face twist open a little bit. So now as I come back down, it's still square to my target line. Make sense? Cool.
I mean, it makes sense, whether or not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't even understand all of it now, but no sweep. Golden rule of chippings, you gotta sweep. So right now you're pretty square. So don't pick it up, open the whole show. Good. Now open, let the club go right a little bit. There you go. Good. Better. A little bigger swing. And then hit a couple to the edge of the hill, then we'll start full swinging after this. Enough chipping for today.
Edge of the hill. Same with that like move over here.
You could be slightly open with the feet or anything. I'd go just a little bigger swing. So try to feel like it's probably almost close to a full swing. That's not your full swing. Come on. Show me your shoulder, big twist, big shoulder turn, big hip turn. Almost. So about 45 yards right there. Probably roll out 53, 56.
Is that like full swing or like hard swing?
Well, you can full swing any club, right? Ideally, you just want to be like, okay, I want to know what 45 yards is, and that last one is about 45. Good. Scoot back a little bit now because we're full swing. There you go. Just make a full move on it now. A little right.
Going over there.
Well, club face is pointing that direction when you're hitting it. So you got to let the toe of the club.
I'm moving it when I'm going up there, right?
What I mean moving it by what part? What part are you talking about moving?
My wrist? Is that what?
Well, there is wrist movement, but you're not trying to automatically roll it open or anything. Good.
On the first tee is Crawford with Song. Second up is Sabbath with Heathering.
There you go. All right.
All right.
No, let's straight. Trust me.
Okay.
Here's 9.
9.
Yeah, we'll start just doing full swings.
Whoa.
That's why you should put the ball closer to the red tee, right? So if you feel crowded, I don't care. Doesn't bother me. Right? So again, if the ball is closer to over here, now you have a lot more room here, so you don't have to be on top of that red stick. I mean, yeah, some players went straight to driver. I would recommend it. And when you're warming up, I would only, again, if you have 14 clubs, I'd pick like 5, right? And warming up isn't practice either, which is a very easy thing for people to get. When you're warming up, you're just trying to find your swing and your balance and see where it's going and hit your distances. Should be good. Gotta bring that club straight back. You have a little hella joint. Like, bring that club straight back. You're lifting it up. No, gotta sweep the ground. So you're literally doing this right now. Go and set up. Right. Just bring the club straight back and let it fall straight back down.
Okay.
Right. Try to hit the camera on the backswing. So when you bring that club back, I want you to hit the camera. Now swing. There you go. Yes. Yes. Now you just gotta find your sweep. If you do a practice swing and you don't sweep the ground, you're not ready to hit the ball. Memorize that. You gotta find your low point. Good. Scoop back a tiny bit. Perfect. Almost. A little behind it. Nope.
Am I just like jumping up? I can't figure out.
Keep yourself down. Swing more up and down. Smooth up. Bring the club high. Now swing down. There you go. Almost. Just hit behind it. So now it's a matter of, okay, when I'm swinging this club, am I sweeping behind the ball or ahead of the ball? Back to the first lesson. So do a practice swing. Good. Smooth back. Swing ahead of the ball now. Gotta sweep it. That's more of a light brush.
Look, it touched it.
I touched it. So smooth back and swing down ahead of the ball. That's better. You look good. That looks better there. It's all right. Could be worse, could be
I
better.
feel like I like this club.
Well, that's not the ladies' club. That's just some random 9 I found.
Oh, great. So you're trying to make it harder.
Well, I couldn't find the ladies' clubs. That's the drama you're gonna deal with. You don't have your own clubs. Every club feels slightly different. I went up there looking for it, couldn't find it. I was like, oh, she gets this one
Someone
today.
snatched it.
Okay, so scoot back a little bit. You look a little close. You kind of swing. You like it's close. You're trying to feel like it's a wedge, kind of. You get your, yeah. You don't want to reach. You don't go too far, right? But your grip should be over your toes. Your arms should be hanging freely, right? You don't want to be too crowded. Otherwise, you'll hit it off the heel strike like that. Find that, Steve. Better. A little bit more downswing. Get a little more kick on it.
A little more down on it.
Try a little more practice swing. I want to feel a little more mat from the bottom of the club. That was better. Now trust your work. So take a look at your club. See the inside heel?
Yeah.
See how there's those lovely little spots? That's right where we're hitting it.
I just made some cuts. Is that because of my setup or my swing?
Mainly your swing. That was a good swing right there.
Ball.
Mm-hmm. Better. Good swing. Better. Club face a little bit open, but much better swing. Good. That was very good. Good. A little behind it, but good swing.
Amazing how fast your body adjusts to one type of thing you're working on, and
Mm-hmm.
then has to adjust out of it. Must be like what makes the course so hard.
Yep. Every shot's slightly different. You're not going to go through the 18 holes and have the same shot twice, I promise. You might have the same distance, but it's not the same shot.
Really like missing the ground.
Uh-huh. Focus on a spot and try to sweep that spot. Feel more up and down. Feel like the club comes more straight up in the air and down. There you go. That's the bottom of the mat, the club right there. Yeah. Your swing's gonna feel more like this than it does like this way. More up and down feeling.
And down.
With a wedge or an iron, 9-iron especially. There you go.
Furthest left that went so far.
Right? Good. Yes.
I don't know how to do this if I need like 20 practice shots.
Well, you just gotta get good at finding that sweep on the course and on the mat. Behind it, you downswung too much.
Are my ours is going like kind of wider like that, and you're like
Not really within. I mean, yeah, you want them away from you, but like you don't want a driver long, right? I would say you want to feel your left arm straight, but you don't want to like push your arms away from your body.
feels like they're far away from my body.
They don't feel that far. I mean, you're probably used to chipping because we started there. They don't look that far. your arms. Holy crap. Now swing down. See how much easier it is? You got to get it up.
Like up.
You like to do this typically.
Okay.
Right? You got to feel down here and up there more. Now swing down.
Yeah, that's a lot easier. So I have to get my arms up.
Mm-mm.
That feels so weird. Okay.
Hold on the club.
Okay.
Swing all the way up. Now swing down. Try it again one more time. Swing all the way up and down. See how you're doing this. You're tightening your arms. You can't death grip that club when you miss the ground. Because number one thing you do is get up here, tight. Watch what happens. You shrink your arms and you're gonna miss the ground. Right? Do not squeeze that club. Keep the hands low and long. Low. Good. Now bring the club straight up high. Now swing it down. There it is. Good. Too much, but good. Now, have you hitting ball? When's the last time you hit balls?
Have not been hitting.
Well, there you go. You get what you put in.
I know. He was good at the beginning. I know.
You gotta try to go. I mean, I know we're meeting twice a week, but you got if you're gonna try to get ready by the end of the month, you gotta be out here twice a week outside of seeing me.
I was here the last 2 days of shooting.
You were here, and you should have. That's golf. Yeah. It's pretty much like building muscle or burning fat. If you want to keep the results, you gotta keep better shot. You gotta keep doing it consistently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Right.
I mean, trust me, I don't.
Swinging in my backyard.
But even that is game changer because if you can pick up a club and not have to think about all the other stuff and just learn how to just do this, and you can do that over and over again with clubs on every single club in your bag, you'll hit the ball better. But if one time it's like this, one time it's like this,
Yeah.
right? It's like okay, good luck because the number one thing is can you return the club back to the same spot 2 or 3 times in a row, and the more times you get good at that, you'll get really good at it. It's the most simple concept in the world. It's probably the hardest action and concept to understand for most players. That wasn't that bad. All right, let her rip. We're gonna hit a 7-iron for a few minutes. Yay! Almost. All right, 7-iron.
That was an almost. Why was that an almost?
Because you hit behind it first, you hit the ground and the ball. You gotta get the leading edge, this little white line underneath the ball.
With the club
Yep,
first.
so it gets dead center, then hits the ground. It is a little longer, probably a little heavier. It's definitely older. That club's probably from 1995, I bet. What was the RIC wedges? I bet you ChatGPT can tell me. Good.
I like it when I hit the ground when I'm
It makes golf a lot easier, that's for sure. Good. That model came out in 2002.
Felt that. I did something weird with my elbow and then I got back.
What did you feel like you did weird with your
Kind of
elbow?
like just gave up a little bit.
It's like the elbow just gave
My
up on
elbow
life.
was just like done.
It's like we're
Done
done.
with the swing.
Mr. Webb,
She good?
it's getting there.
No.
She's good for how often she practices and plays.
What's
She's
here?
well, the first time she picked up a club in probably
25.
25 years. So,
Not bad.
but she's been consistently practicing better.
She was a baby.
Mm-hmm. Good swing. Club face was just pointing that way.
Is that because of the way I'm coming down into it?
100%. So as you're coming down into it, you came down into it with your wrist pointing in that direction. You got to get that lead wrist kind of pointing more towards your flag stick or target. Yes. Bowling would be more of the trailing hand, but same thing. I mean, if you think about it, if you're bowling,
For your hand.
this hand's got to go that way, right?
Right.
Versus right now your hand's going that way, so you're throwing slider gutter balls. Slider gutter balls. Better.
I can feel my wrist like not in the right spot. Back.
Boom. So not a great strike, but you corrected the club face,
Felt
which is
good.
good.
I
Yep.
felt, yeah. Well, once you told me what part of the body that was, I was like, okay. But I just feel like I can't hurt stuff more than part of the body.
So
Because
that
there's
so
many.
that's why like the purpose is like instead of what I watch most players do when they hit balls in practice or whatnot, I'll tell them do a drill and they'll go hit a ball. Like build that trust in the training, in the practice swing, so you don't have to think about it, right? But if we haven't mastered one thing, we're still thinking about 30 different things, and then your brain goes, what?
I mean, we have taken a few things off.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, you don't think about grip, posture, stance as
Yeah,
much anymore, right?
The hip piece, I think, for the big swing is also okay. In the wedge, that was weird.
Wedges feel chipping feels weird to people when they first learn it. I'll tell you that. There you go. Very close.
I hit behind it again.
You did.
I love hitting behind it.
Yes, you got to get your sweep ahead of the ball.
But
Well,
it's because I'm doing too much when it's up here.
no,
Like
it's because as you're coming down, your weight's behind the ball. You got to get your weight ahead of the ball.
That's the whole hip turning thing.
Mhm,
Like
to the front foot,
the shipping thing.
right? So if you're not getting to that lead side, you're going to hit behind it all
And
the time.
like the body moves before, like the body's pulling the arms.
Mhm.
Basically.
So if I'm here, right,
Yeah.
my lead pocket's pulling my torso, pulling my shoulder, then my arm's coming. I'm not doing everything at once, right?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I definitely feel I'm more like.
Yeah, that's good. Better. Good.
Thinking a lot.
I just like the. Like you're playing tennis.
Weird to think about like leading your whole body with your hips.
Isn't it?
And
Yeah.
your arms have like the heavy, scary thing.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And that's why most people have an issue with this game. Is like they're not comfortable with that weight hanging up there.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
want to
yeah.
can start it on the downswing and kind of just
And
hang.
it feels like this like potential like energy thing where you should do pull.
Hmm.
But it's like a winding up of the hips. Like,
It's like a winding and unwinding, right? And you're trying to keep that club back there as long as you can. He told you at 2 o'clock it starts. Better. Got the weight transferred down. The club face is just open.
yeah,